Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Thursday, November 4th, and this local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer. Beaver Toyota, here to wow you.
Words matter. Choose your words carefully so you do not break the law.
That's Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley's message to teens after a 15-year-old Flagler Palm Coast High School student was arrested on charges of threatening to shoot up a group of kids after a fight at a lunch table.
Making threats to shoot someone or shoot a group of people at a school is not how you should handle a disagreement.
Staley also had a message for parents.
Talk to your kids. Be the sheriff at your home. Talk to your kids about the choice of words they use and how to properly resolve disagreements and disputes.
The boy was charged with threats to kill. That's a felony. Flagler Beach takes steps to keep its city clean. Karen Johnson explains.
Cigarette butts seem to be a big littering problem in Flagler Beach, and now Flagler Beach Commissioner Ken Bryan has secured a grant to receive 75 metal receptacles from the Cigarette Litter Prevention Program. It's to keep these non-recyclable pieces of plastic out of harm's way. Flagler Beach City Commissioner Ken Bryan.
We can actually show, and there's a lot of websites to show where the cigarette butts are getting ingested by the animals, like the birds and the fish, and it actually contaminates those individual animals. And sometimes it's killing them, and it's also going into the food chain of like the fish.
Bryan says volunteers are mounting the metal recycling boxes at numerous locations around Flagler Beach to include the entrance to the pier, boardwalk, city parks, and local businesses. The recycling boxes are being installed at near waist height, so the butts can easily be dropped into the boxes with no bending required. Once they're collected, the cigarette butts will be shipped to TerraCycle, an innovative recycling company located in New Jersey. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
The owner of Captain's Barbecue, who was on the county's planning board, has not been reappointed to his post. Amy Cherry reports.
Commissioner Dave Sullivan says Mike Goodman shouldn't be on the board because he has a conflict of interest. Goodman sued the county after it went back on a deal to build a larger restaurant in Bing's Landing.
Until that lawsuit is canceled, I think you always have a possible conflict of interest. And so until that lawsuit is completed and established, I think it would be wise for him not to be on the Planning and Development Board.
Goodman says he has no conflict and is the only member of the board with an advanced degree in urban planning. County Commissioner Joe Mullins believes the entire board needs to be revamped.
For example, we've got a chair that's a real estate attorney and is doing deals with other real estate and developers, and I think that's a huge conflict. We owe a commitment to this community to look and make sure that we put people on these boards that are going to represent all or as many as possible in this community.
Commissioners did reappoint Jack Corbett to his seat on the Planning and Development Board.
Flagler County Fire Rescue officially welcomes its newest firefighters to the team. Rich Petchke has the story.
Nearly 30 firefighters who have been hired since January of 2020 participated in what's known as a pinning ceremony, where they traditionally receive their department badge. Fire Chief Michael Tucker explains the ceremony's significance.
When new members come to Flagler County Fire Rescue, they are becoming part of the Flagler County Rescue family. So the pinning ceremony is a way to acknowledge and to celebrate they're joining into the family.
And that ceremony is significant for more than just the firefighter.
Some of the firefighters were pinned by their mothers, some were pinned by their girlfriends or their wives or their fathers or by an individual who was important to them. So the pinning ceremony was a great way just to bring all of that together.
Tucker was asked if he remembers his pinning ceremony.
I'm going into my 37th year, but yes, I do remember when I was handed that badge the first time and I was given my helmet, for the first time. And then to look at a group of people that will welcome me into their family was pretty phenomenal.
At the ceremony, 3 firefighters were promoted to lieutenant. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Rich Petchke.
What is diabetes?
Angela Sterrett, a registered dietitian with Advent Health Palm Coast, says diabetes means sweet urine. Since way back in the day, the urine was tasted to test it for diabetes. She said on a recent episode of Today with Pastor Jay that testing for diabetes has come a long way.
Most people don't realize that home blood glucose monitoring has only been around since about 1978. Before that, people would test the sugar in their urine with a test strip, and it wasn't very accurate.
Now, Sterrett said you can get a simple finger stick and the results of the blood glucose test in a matter of minutes. Today with Pastor Jay's on WNZF on Sunday mornings, it's on at 8 o'clock. Tomorrow, a big event on November 14th. From the WNZF newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.